Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, as the bears continue to weigh their paws on the Australian dollar, we did get one challenge to that level of 68.45 or close to it after posting an intraday low of 68.54. We've got a long-legged doji, which is indecisiveness, because it would seem that the bears still have a lot of work to do to take out this level of 68.45. It is anticipated they will, given from the technical outlook, even though there is a little bit of doubt with the RSI. But overall, if the market does recapture the downside, then I do anticipate that we see a move from the break of 68.45 down to 67.70, where I've outlined here. It did tackle the 60-day moving average also, but still respecting this level. As you can see, we did close above it around 68.65. Nevertheless, any advances should fail. Looking ahead, we have this Thursday the Australian Bureau of Statistics to release December monthly employment data. Employment last month, the previous month, that is in November, shined as the economy grew by 39,000.9 jobs, crushing the estimate of 14,500. However, most of those positive numbers were part-time jobs, with 35,000 being part-time and 4,000 being full-time. The forecast at the moment is 11,200. Let's see if the market can get greater than that. If it does drop, then it is anticipated that we could be seeing a possible rate cut in February from the RBA. The euro took a stab at the level of 110.80 and posted a low of 110.76 before rebounding. The market was a little bit fit overnight due to the inobservance of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday in the US. Nevertheless, it didn't put the bears off and still like to challenge. Looking ahead, we still got a little bit more excitement to come with the ECB rate decision and monetary policy statement. Along with that, we've got President Trump who lands in Davos in Switzerland for the World Economic Forum. So we've still got a bit more to look upon and see how it all turns out. It is anticipated that the greenback will hold its bullishness as it looks towards a target of 97.60.70 and currently at 46. Therefore, I do expect to see a break of 110.80 and eventually see the market fall towards 110.35 to the objective of 109.55 to 85. Well, dollar yen was confined to a very tight range overnight as it traded in about 15 pips. Nevertheless, the market does appear to be struggling above this level of 110. There's a couple of downside levels to take out before getting bearish. That is at 109.95 and 109.60. Therefore, if we see those breaks, would reinstate the downside towards the 108 region. Unless we get a break of 110.60, I remain bearish. The pound has weakened slightly, but not quite to its expectations of taking the challenge lower to 129.10.30. Nevertheless, a break beneath here would give further scope towards 124 as a target. The market is still a little bit uncertain on Brexit and the Bank of England after recently some of the members from the Bank of England were somewhat dovish, and there is expectation of a possible rate cut. Not completely concreted in, but the next meeting is on the 30th of this month at 11 p.m. Sydney time. If we do see a break, then I will be very bearish to that case of 124 to 122. Gold is edging slightly higher and somewhat a little bit concerning after reports earlier this morning that 3 missiles were fired at the US in Baghdad. However, little has been come out of that. Still, the market is on its guard in case we do see further retaliation there. But I would ascertain that unless we get a break of 1,565, then we could easily see a pullback. This MACD is very flat. But let's see if we can break 65 first. If so, reinstates a target of 1,600. Oil pulled back yesterday after it gapped open, as you can see here, on the opening, but gave all the gains back and closed on a somewhat mixed note. I do anticipate that we could see a pullback to this level of $57 a barrel before seeing a turnaround. Let's see if that's the case. I'll be looking to buy from this region as opportunities should knock and therefore see a recovery back to $59 to $61 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. Hope you enjoy the great start to this new day.